In this video, I'm gonna be sharing with you 5 things that are hindering your success in both your business and personal life. Yo, what's up guys? Felix from Giant Lifestyle. So in today's video, I'm gonna be giving you 5 things that are hindering both your personal and business life, slowing down your success and your money. All right, so before we get into the video, in case you guys are not aware, I'm doing a $500 cash giveaway when we hit 5,000 subscribers. So go down in the description below and enter your chance to win $500. Well, you're not actually gonna win $500 because I'm gonna give everybody a chance to win. So I might do 5 winners of 100 or 10 winners of 50, but go down in the description and enter the giveaway. So in this video, I'm gonna be breaking down the 5 things that I personally experienced going through the business and entrepreneur journey that really slowed down and hindered my success. Now here in New Jersey, it's like 100 degrees, so it's really hot. So I'm wearing the tank top today. I just spilled some juice on my shirt, but this video isn't gonna be perfect either way. So without that, let's get into the video and talk about the 5 things that you need to stop doing if you actually want to start succeeding in both your personal and in your business life. Now, number 1 is comparing yourself to others. I can't tell you how many times I used to do this when I first got started in business and in entrepreneurship. So when I first got started, I didn't have any sort of boost. My parents didn't give me any money. I basically was away at college. I read this book called Rich Dad Poor Dad, where I had this immediate epiphany, dropped out of college, and immediately started chasing my dreams of becoming a successful real estate investor. Now, fast forward 6 years, I've done wholesale deals, I've done a fix and flip, I now own a handful of properties. So I would say I'm pretty successful as far as real estate, but I'm still not where I want to be. Now, what I would do so many times, no matter what business I was doing, when I was doing real estate, when I was building my YouTube channel, I would always compare myself to others. I would say, hey, that person's 25 years old and has 15 properties. When I'm 25, I need to be at that level of success. Or this person has this amount of subscribers in this amount of time, why am I not there? And every time I did that, I would actually slow down my success. Every time you look at somebody and compare yourself to them, you actually slow your momentum down. So stop looking at somebody else. Congratulate them. Yes, you're successful. Yes, you're farther than me, but you're on your own journey. You're on your own mission. Don't worry about what they're doing, because you looking at what they're doing isn't going to help you get there, and 2, it's only going to slow you down. So yes, it's cool that they're there. Yes, it's pretty inspiring that they're so young and they're that successful, but you might look at me and say, wow, how did he get there at 25? Stay on your own path. You might be older than me and, you know, just starting your journey, but there's nothing you can do about going back in time and reversing things. The only thing that's gonna do is actually just slow you down. So the biggest thing I could say that really slowed me down so much was just looking at other people and comparing myself to them, because you don't know what their backstory, you don't know if somebody gave them all this, half the success that you think that they earned. So stay in your lane, focus on yourself, and don't worry about what other people are doing, because it's not gonna help you get there, and in fact, it's actually gonna slow you down. Number 2 is reckless spending. So when I first started to see success in business, real success, was when I was between the ages of 20 and 21. At the time, I was doing real estate wholesaling and I closed a deal or 2. But real estate wholesale deals, if you're not familiar with how the business works, actually take a lot of time, unless you're seasoned in the business where you have a lot of leads and you're closing 5 to 10 deals per month. Now, I know a wholesaler in my area who closes between 5 to 10 deals per month, and he's actually making real money. But if you're not doing that type of volume in the real estate wholesaling business model, you're really not making any kind of money. So when I was doing it, I was having a deal close here or there, but when I discovered the business model of flipping medical commodities, I kind of transitioned from real estate wholesaling to flipping medical commodities, because in fact, it was such an easy business model and I was making insane amounts of money. In fact, I was making between $12,000 to $18,000 as a 21-year-old kid, basically, and I never seen that kind of money before. And in fact, I had like 70 to 80% profit margins, and I was just spending recklessly. I had more belts than you could shake a stick at. I had Gucci shoes, I had every pair of Louis Vuitton that you could get. I was buying so many designer clothes that really had no value and didn't actually make me any money, because I thought it was cool, or I thought that would impress people that didn't really care. And I was just kind of just going crazy. And when I looked up after that first year of flipping medical commodities, even though I made over $100,000 in my first 10 months, I really didn't have anything to show for it, and I didn't really build a business or an asset with all that spending. So when you start seeing money, it could actually throw you off, that you think you're gonna have it forever, or you can never come down, or that you have just infinite amounts, but I'm telling you, you might make $20,000, $30,000 in a month, and I've seen it because it happened to me. And at the end of the month, you literally can't account for any of it. You have no idea what you spent it on, even though it was such an obscene amount of money, but you still don't know where it all went. And when you look back to what you really spent it on, you spent it on stuff that's not gonna bring you more money. And I'm not saying don't have fun, because that's what we're on this earth to do. We're out here to, you know, live our best life, but don't literally make 100,000 and spend 100,000. Make 100,000 and invest into some assets that will keep making you more and more money. Now I'm in a position where I'm actually in the process of buying a brand new car, and I have assets every single month that will pay for the car, and I don't have to do earned income. I have passive income every single month that will pay for the car note. Number 3 is telling people your goals. I made another video about this, which I will link either here or here, but it's about moving in silence. When you run around and tell people your goals, I actually seen a TEDx talk where they say that those goals will actually happen slower. So when you have an idea, you have a plan, don't tell anybody what you're trying to do. If you want to talk, let the success of your goal actually do the talking for you. So when I first dropped out of college to chase my dream of being an entrepreneur in real estate, I never told anybody what I was doing. I just told them, hey, I'm starting a business, and that's as much as I'm gonna tell you. So just go out there and do what you're gonna do, because when you actually say, hey, I'm gonna be an entrepreneur, or hey, I'm gonna be a business owner, one, they're going to trash your dreams and your ideas because they're most likely a naysayer who doesn't think they could do it themselves. And two, you're going to trick your mind that you actually did it. So when they say, hey, congratulations, or they say, hey, it doesn't work, whatever they might say to your first initial saying of you're gonna be an entrepreneur or a business owner, you're gonna do this or that, you might actually trick your mind into thinking you actually did it. So me personally, in my life right now, most of my family has no idea how I really make my money, and that's how I like it. I don't want them in my business, number one. And number two, when I tell them the moves I'm making, it actually slows down my success. So if you want them to know that you're gonna get a new car, don't say you're gonna get a new car until you actually get the new car and you pull up and they see you in the new car, because you'll actually trick your mind into thinking it's real. And another thing is you're actually going to slow yourself down from actually achieving those goals. The only way you should be talking about your successful goals is when you actually achieve them. Number 4 is falling back to toxic friends. Falling back to toxic friends is one of the most toxic things you can literally do, because you're staying in your comfort zone. So I could live home. My parents very supportive of my business now, but I actually am getting my own apartment on July 1st. I'm moving into this brand new complex, and maybe I'll show a tour or throw some B-roll up of what the complex looks like, and it's close to $2,000 a month. Now, while my parents are very supportive and they don't want me to move out, staying home for as long as I have was actually a very smart financial decision, because I was able to save up enough money for like 2 to 3 years worth of rent if I decide to rent here, or maybe live here for a year and then buy my own house, which I plan to move down by the beach. But staying home was a very smart financial decision, but staying home would also be toxic. So going back to your toxic friends, people you grew up with or people who you feel comfortable with, might not always be that they're bad people, but it's not going to allow you to grow into the person you need to be. I always tell people that you're better off being on this entrepreneur journey by yourself than being with people who don't believe in you and don't support you. Having a circle of people like I now do that all encourage each other, we all come together, we all team up, we all put our money together, it is so much faster to succeed and so much better for your mental state, especially as an entrepreneur, where some days you think you're gonna be a millionaire and some days you think you're gonna lose it all. So it's such a roller coaster of emotions. If you don't have the right people around you who understand what you're going through and support you through the process, then it's gonna be very difficult to succeed. And another slowing down of the whole picture. There's a lot of different things that can go in this entrepreneurship, self-made style career, that if one piece of the component of the puzzle is off, it could literally sink the entire ship. So going around people who, you know, might have jobs or who might not be on the same path as you, yes, you could see them once in a while, but I would not recommend hanging out with them every weekend. You really have to be hanging out with yourself, hanging around with new people, or just work on your craft, because they're not going to help you go where you need to go. There's still nights that I work every Friday night, every Saturday night, every Sunday night. I don't go out, I don't do anything. And then there's times where my friends who I'm in business with, or you know, the people I surround myself with, we also do some business together. We go out and we have fun, but it's just that energy, that vibe of people. The people, my old friends that we would go out and party with, or go out to a club or go to an event with, the vibe, the energy, the language that we'd be talking would be different than what my new friends talk about. So make sure the people you're around, who you hang out with is who you become. So if you hang around 9 broke people, you will be the 10th. If you hang around 9 rich people, you will be the 10th. Me personally, all my friends have way more money and way more success than me. So it kind of pushes me to the next level to try and compete or keep up with them. Number 5, which is the most important, is just believing in yourself with the utmost level of confidence. There's so many times in entrepreneurship, like I said, where one, you think you're gonna be a millionaire, and 2, you feel like the entire house is crashing down on you, and you have to stay strong, you have to stay confident that you're going to be able to maneuver yourself through the maze and come out on top. So just being confident, believing in yourself, knowing that you can find yourself out the maze and not allow everything to come crashing down on you, because you're out here serving the world. You're out here making the world a better place with a product or service, and you don't get a guaranteed paycheck at the end of the week. You get a paycheck based on the service or the products that you provide to the world and the value you bring to the marketplace. So just being confident in yourself, because you know, it's so easy to think that, hey, this isn't going right, hey, this is all going wrong. But if you can actually sit there and stay confident in the process and stay confident that you're gonna come out on top, that's really what counts. So staying confident, knowing that you know you are amazing, you are a king, you are a queen, you can do anything you put your mind to. There are no limits in the world. That is really what counts, and that's what's so key and more important than all the other things that I said, which is just knowing that you can do anything you put your mind to. There's no limits in this world. You can literally achieve anything you want. So those are the 5 things that have hindered some of my success in the past, and if you're doing any of those, they could hinder your success as well. Like I said, go ahead and make sure you check the description below on how to enter the giveaway so you have a chance at winning $500. Also, go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you like this video, because we're almost at 5,000 subscribers, and turn your post notifications on, because that's really the only way YouTube will notify you when I upload a new video. I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you in the next video.